Okay,
So what do you want to know?
well, give me your take on tech.
My take on tech is this, right? So we are now at what we call the fourth industrial revolution. So the first industrial revolution happened around the late 18th century, powered by steam. The second industrial revolution was powered by electricity around the early 19th century. The third industrial revolution was powered by electronics around the late 60s, early 70s. And the fourth industrial revolution was powered by big data in 2016. The reason we use 2016 as the date is because that's the date that big data was commercially available to all organizations. So we've entered into an age called what I call the cyber-physical convergence. And cyber-physical convergence means that as we go further and further out, digital and real life are becoming more and more merged. And you see that in all kinds of experiences that we have. But the thing that most people miss about this, and that I take pains to point out to people because it's really, really important, is that for 100,000 years, we always have developed our societies around our technologies. So for example, when we harnessed fire for the first time, we developed our societies around sitting around a fire and telling stories and creating a nighttime economy that never existed before fire. And then when we invented the printing press, we actually created our access to information around that technology. And when we discovered and harnessed electricity, and we created assembly lines around that technology, we created 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, et cetera, around those technologies. And what most people don't understand is that we've actually entered into the first time ever in human history where technology learns us. We don't learn technology, which means that the way that we actually start coordinating and evolving and ordering our lives is not around our technologies, it's around our technologies around us. And that fundamentally changes humanity and its relationship with technology. And most organizations don't understand that. And the only thing that holds us back from it going holus bolus is that we don't have enough computing power. So our technology today cannot actually process the artificial intelligence and machine learning that's required for that paradigm shift. But it's not far off, right? So you have computing, you have quantum computing, you have fusion computing that are competing to be the next powerhouses of technology. Once those actually are commercially viable, then that's it, right? All bets are off, and the machines will absolutely learn everything about us, and there will be no stopping them. And those organizations that aren't actually set up now to deal with that, there's no way they're going to survive once that computing power is available, because they'll just be left behind. And that's my big thing for not-for-profits and the vulnerable people in our society is that, you know what, instead of trying to play catch-up with these technologies, let's fucking leapfrog. Sorry for the swear words. Let's leapfrog. Let's not be like trailing all of these technologies and all of these other players. Let's leapfrog. Let's be prepared and ready to go so that when these super fast computing capabilities are available, Indigenous Australians take over. The most resilient, innovative communities ever on the planet are ready to face and be the forefront of what could possibly be, as opposed to leaving it to corporations and, and that's my big message, right? That is my big message to all of these organizations. Be ready, and I'm here to help you. Like, I'll do whatever you require to help you be ready so that when those technologies do drop, man, you are ready to take over and not leave it to corporations to be the ones that determine what our future is. And that's my message.
Amazing.
That's my message.
Trailblazing.
Yes, absolutely. I think that, especially Indigenous communities everywhere in the world, like the fact that they're even still here, how resilient, how innovative are they, right? Like the most resilient communities on the planet. Like you are so poised and so ready, and you just need a bit of guidance and a bit of, nous and be poised to take advantage of these things and not just don't play catch up. Leapfrog and be the leaders that you have always been, and continue to be those leaders. I say that's my thing.
Beautiful.